Welcome back, everybody, to TB Sports 20. So, hey, we're almost at 300 subscribers. How about that? Look at that milestone. We're coming to you live with a double dose of action today. We got football and we got baseball. And if you had been following us on Twitter, TB Sports 27, we always encourage you to check us out and follow us on Twitter. If you had been following us there, you would have known almost 2 hours ago that we were going live with not one, but two streams today. That's right, we are going to be concluding week number 5 of the RXFL here, and you see the records on your screen. 0-4 versus 1-3. Two teams desperate to get their season turned around as quickly as humanly possible. One team is going to be able to do that. The other is still going to be left trying to figure out the answers and find out what has gone wrong in their season. So we got football coming your way first. Then as soon as this is over, we are going to go to MLB The Show, and we're going to play a full game of Arizona Diamondbacks baseball with you guys. So how about that? How about that for a double dose? We got Ambrose here. We got your boy here. Everyone jumping in. Welcome aboard, everybody. Let's go ahead and whip up the second controller, because you know we control both sides in the RXFL. So we got to do new user, we got to play as a guest, and we got to do not sign in. Planning tomorrow, if all goes according to plan, that tomorrow will be our SmackDown and main event stream of WWE 2K22, which will be the final show before Money in the Bank. So that's exciting. So keep an eye out on not only Twitter, but here on YouTube, all those fun places. Let's see, I got to look at the uniforms, right? So this is actually our first time we're going to see the Cougars at home. Go with the all blue. I don't know, I like the white. Throw them in the white look. And what about Memphis here? We've played with Memphis a couple of times before, and as we said, they definitely have their struggles. I'm going to go with the all gray. I think we've done that with Memphis before, right? The all gray look. You know what? No, we'll stick with the blue. I like the blue. We'll just go with what they got. So, yeah, planning. Zach is here as well. So, we got KJ, we got Dean, we got Zach all pouring in for stream number 1. And like I said, right after this, we're going to be jumping into MLB The Show. I'm still streaming this from my PS4. I was trying to stream this from my OBS to try to boost the quality just a little bit. I think OBS might be a little better than streaming directly from the PS4, but my laptop was having a hell of a time getting started up. So maybe for the baseball game after this, we'll be able to stream over there and go on OBS and see if the quality is a little different. It's not terrible. I mean, it still streams in 720, but sometimes it comes a little pixely and stuff. So we'll look at maybe doing that in my next stream. I have my desktop here that I'm looking at, but unfortunately, if you guys remember my Pokemon Snap streams, the desktop gets overwhelmed by OBS and shuts down. I don't know why. So Chicago Cougars, we saw them as the first game in RXFL history when they took on Mexico City in losing fashion. They are 1-3. And they're going up against the 0-4 Memphis Egyptians, who have not looked good at all. We took a look at their schedules at the end of the last episode. MLB The Show, Zach. We'll be playing MLB The Show with our Arizona Diamondbacks, continuing that franchise. So this is going to wrap up week number 5. And another thing that I've been playing around with, because this is kind of like the, even though we're calling this season 1 of the RXFL, this is kind of the spiritual successor, if you will, from what we did with All Pro Football 2K8. We started to upload a handful of those All Pro Football 2K8 episodes over on Patreon, but we had a whole league like we are doing here. If you know me, I'm a sucker for any kind of smaller football league, the UFL, the XFL, the AAF, all that stuff. I'm into all of it. And we did our own league on All Pro Football 2K8 for 4 seasons, and we were in the middle of Season 5 when the great YouTube purge of 2020 happened. So I've been contemplating and playing around with the fact that maybe we revisit All Pro Football 2K5, because we were in the middle of week number 5 when everything went down. And I'm contemplating going back to All Pro Football 2K5, finishing off week number 5, and then taking all the teams that have the winning record after week 5, doing a mini playoff, and deciding that 5th championship, and then coming up with a little storyline of how we transitioned over here to this new league using those same teams. So stay tuned. We might be getting some All Pro Football 2K8 coming your way on the channel. Zach says, do you have MLB The Show 22? I do not, because the brilliant minds with MLB 22 and 21 The Show took out the feature where you can bring your save file over. That used to be a standard feature in MLB The Show for years and years and years, and henceforth I bought MLB The Show every single year because of that. They took that feature out last year and this year. So that's why I still play MLB 20 The Show, because I'm in the middle of my road to the show with Tom Brady, and I'm in the middle of my franchise with the Arizona Diamondbacks, and if I buy MLB 22 The Show, I have to start all the way over, and I'm never going to get to play multiple seasons. So same reason I'm playing with Madden 20 now, same reason I'm still on MLB 20 The Show as well. So note to game developers, if you want people to buy your yearly release every year, perhaps put a feature in there where you can bring your save file over from year to year. Seems pretty easy to me. The show had been doing it for years. So 3rd down and 3 for the Egyptians. Luck is going to drop back with a screen pass, and look at the broken tackles so far. That is Lenny Moore, who has had his hands on the football every single play for the 0-4 Egyptians, trying to pick up a win on the road. Andrew Luck, you saw his numbers, 14 interceptions on the higher side of the league, obviously. And Luck's going to drop back. This is prime time. This is Monday Night Football. And then we're going to look at the schedule for Week 6. Can you believe it? 5 weeks down of the RXFL. And if you want to see the results, we're talking about All Pro Football 2K8. If you want to see the results of those early seasons from 2K8, we'll be planning to upload those up on Patreon at some point. So check us out over there, TV Sports 27. Look at the blowouts at the bottom of the screen. This has been the week of blowouts so far, and that's quite the opposite of the USFL, which has had all close games. We have had all blowouts. So there you are. Play action fake. Andrew Luck is going to step up. Plenty of time, and a one-handed grab, but it's going to be out of bounds, and you see it right there. Jerry Rice, and poor Jerry Rice, this team 0-4, and the team that he was on for the longest in the All-Pro 2K8 was the Birmingham Maulers, who had some playoff runs, but they also had their struggles to get some winning seasons. So Jerry Rice has not been able to have the success post-NFL career, but the man that is having success, Lenny Moore, right there with another reception. Zach says, what's your PS4 username? I think it's just TV Sports 27. I honestly don't remember because I don't play. I don't have any online PS4 capabilities. I don't pay for it because it's too expensive. So I want to say it's just TV Sports, but I honestly have no idea. 2nd down and 8 on what's been a good opening drive here on Monday Night Football for the Egyptians. Luck wide open is Eric Ebron. We played with him for a lot of years with our Detroit Lions and our Miami Dolphins. But this has been a promising opening drive for, like I said, the last time we saw the Egyptians, they went up against the other Chicago team, the Chicago Wolverines. And they got shut out in that one. Giving it to Lenny Moore again, and wow. How about Ray Lewis? Ray Lewis is actually going to injure Lenny Moore on that tackle. That was an aggressive tackle by Lewis, but that's what you're going to get out of a tough Hall of Fame linebacker. You see Lenny Moore not happy about that on the sideline, as the Egyptians have had great success, but coming in, backup Marion Butts. And Butts will take it. Had an opening, could not quite get through there. and Jack Reynolds and company with the tackle. So bruised ribs, we're going to keep Butts in the game. So 3rd down and 3 for the Egyptians here on Monday Night Football, looking for their first win of the year. And the give, Butts finding that opening, and he's into the end zone. How about that? Holy moly. He almost got stuffed for a loss of yards. But Marion Butts found that opening, found the crease, look at that, and hit it hard and got into the end zone. Touchdown, Egyptians. We're going to take it one more time. Did he get in? Yes, no doubt about that. The knee was up, football across the line, and an opening drive for Andrew Luck and the Memphis Egyptians is going to go for the touchdown. Lou Groza, the legendary Lou Groza, booting through the extra point. Dean Ambrose says, come to India. That's an expensive trip, my friend. Maybe one of these days. So we're going to get to see Dan Marino now and the Chicago Cougars step out onto the field. And Dan Marino is an interesting story because if we are playing around with the fact that this is a continuation of our All-Pro 2K8 series, and we might even do some little storylines of how the teams relocate and stuff. Look at the perfection of Dan Marino so far, but the Cougars 1-3, a terrible record. Dan Marino in All-Pro 2K8, he spent 3 years with the Ann Arbor Annihilators, and I should say 4 years with the Ann Arbor Annihilators, and Ann Arbor had the best record every single year except for Season 2, where they had the second best record. Each year they got eliminated in the first round of the playoffs despite continually cruising through the regular season. Finally, in year 4, Dan Marino and the Ann Arbor Annihilators won the whole thing. They won the Revolution Bowl, and that was Dan Marino's first pro football championship. Can you believe that? In his legendary career. After that, as part of the draft, we had a little offsides there. We had a Season 5 draft where it was a pick or pass, if you guys remember that. And the New York Nightmare took Dan Marino from the Ann Arbor Annihilators. So Dan Marino moved to the New York team, and that's where we left off on Season 5 before, like I said, the great YouTube purge of 2020 happened. So Dan Marino spending 4 years in Ann Arbor, 1 year with the New York Nightmare, and like I said, we're planning on perhaps doing a continuation of the All-Pro 2K8 Season 5, a mini season to at least finish that off and get a champion there. And then this can be like the unofficial Season 6, as Dan Marino has now moved to Chicago. So spending a lot of time up north. You know, he went to Pitt, and Marino's going to drop back here and could not find anybody open, and Dan Marino's going to take the sack. Gary Barbaro comes in and gets the sack on Marino. So 3 and out for the Chicago Cougars here at home. And the Cougars will punt this one away. Curly Johnson putting this one away back to the Egyptians. But yeah, Dan Marino, as you know, went to college at Pitt, then spent his career with the Miami Dolphins, and then post-NFL career, went to Ann Arbor for 4 years, over to New York for 1 year, and now here as part of the Chicago Cougars. And I want to say, like I said, we're going to make some storylines up for how all our All-Pro 2K8 teams relocated. But I'm thinking in my head that the Ann Arbor Annihilators, because there isn't a Michigan team in this league, that part of them, that management, is what made the Chicago Cougars, and that's how Dan Marino ended up coming back into the fold. We also had the Windy City Ragin' Rabbits, and we can say they became the Wolverines, right? From Rabbits to Wolverines. Dean Ambrose getting fired up. Thank you, Dean, for being a part of the action. Check us out on Patreon, TB Sports 27. I should hit it real quick, as we're still here in the early going. We are still running our Patreon promotion, guys, as Elvis Doomerville comes in there and gets a tackle on Moore. We're running our Patreon promotion throughout the month of May for our next patron. Whoever signs up as a super fan or a mega fan, you get to request 3 streams, so triple your value for the price of 1. That is for our next patron, as Andrew Luck, quick pass, and it is dropped by Eifert. Tyler Eifert drops it. And much requested, you guys have been asking for my GM mode on WWE 2K22. If we can get to 10 patrons before the end of the month of May, we will bring you my GM mode in full. So triple value for super fan or mega fan for the next patron. And if we can get to 10 patrons in the next month, then we will bring you my GM mode. So check us out over there. Give us some love. Show us some love. Patreon, TV Sports 27. The link down below in the description. So check us out. Here comes a long field goal attempt, and it is good. How about Lou Groza going 59 yards from the Cougar at midfield and putting it through the uprights. One of the longer kicks in the RXFL this season. And the Egyptians, 10-0 here over the Chicago Cougars. And Groza is going to boot that one out of the back of the end zone. So after this game, we're going to take a look at the Week 5 scores. We're going to get you all prepped and set up for Week number 6 in the RXFL. And then we're going to play Arizona Diamondbacks baseball. There's the handoff to Westbrook. Look at this big opening. Westbrook couldn't see who was coming, but Brian Westbrook picking up a huge chunk of yards. No, it is 12:30 right now, so it's still the middle of the afternoon. Ambrose was asking the time. It is 12:30. And it is the weekend, so I don't have work, so that's why I'm able to stream right now. And tomorrow will probably be about the same time, too, if we're able to get on. And I said planning on tomorrow being a SmackDown main event stream. Maybe we'll do a doubleheader, too. Maybe we'll do that and some more Mortal Kombat or something. What do you guys think? A look at your Cougars offense. And it's going to be 2nd down and 6. Dan Marino. Both teams struggling with their seasons. That is going to be a 1st down and the first completed pass of the game for the Chicago Cougars. Cougars coming in at 1-3. The Egyptians 0-4. Remember when we saw that Week 1 game between Dan Marino and what was it, Len Dawson from Mexico City? Boy, it went to the 4th quarter before we had any incompletions in that game from any side. We haven't seen Mexico City either from Week 1. It's part of the Game of the Week format. You get 4 games each week. And, of course, when we get to the playoffs, we will play every playoff game in full. But it's almost like you're watching on TV. They pick the best game, we give it to you here in this league. Joe Horn, the legendary Joe Horn. The RXFL, the relocation football legends. And that is the end of quarter number 1. Egyptians 10, Cougars nothing on Monday Night Football, but the Cougars are driving here with quarterback Dan Marino.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
The give to Westbrook, big opening right up the middle. And Westbrook hit hard by Gary Barbaro, and Barbaro just standing over. I accidentally called a timeout. Did not mean to do that. That's a call. Timeout. Maybe Memphis had to just regroup, right? You see the scores at the bottom. London had the big blowout, ending the undefeated season of Austin. And then we had Dublin, who we just saw in the last stream. Marino, plenty of time in the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. It is dropped unbelievably by Jay Novacek. Oh, man, so it's going to be the first incompletion of the game for the Chicago Cougars. Can you believe that? 2nd and 10. Marino back to pass again. He's going to try Novacek one more time. That time, Novacek makes the catch, trying to make up for it. It's been a pretty smooth game. We saw some sloppy football on the last stream here between Dublin and New England, and even with Austin with a lot of interceptions. So far, this game's been pretty clean up until this point on both sides. It's going to be the old fullback handoff to Anderson, and Anderson is going to be about a yard short. A yard. Goal line stand here. Cougars and Egyptians in the backfield. John Henry Johnson. They give it to Johnson. Touchdown, Cougars. And we have a football game on our hands, folks. This is going to be a good one on Monday night. You look at the records, you see the thumbnail, and you see, you know, between the two teams, 1 win and 7 losses, and you automatically assume that's going to be 2 crummy teams playing each other. Sometimes when it's the 2 teams that are the most desperate, you get the best games because they got nothing to lose. And both teams throwing the whole playbook out there, and we're seeing that right now between Memphis and Chicago. Robbie Gould booting this one back down the field. I should come up with some rule. I need to do like a rule like the USFL that you have to kick it in bounds to get a kick return. I don't want all this crap going on the back of the end zone. There's Ray Lewis, who almost took out a referee. And we're looking at some highlights of the first quarter action, some of what the Chicago Cougar defense has been doing, some of the big hits they've been laying. They're trying to get some more hype now. A lot of the attention is on the Chicago Wolverines and their tough defense, but the Cougar defense, they want to be recognized too. They got some stud players back there. Doomerville, Ray Lewis, play action fake, Luck rolling out, and he's going to go deep to Jerry Rice, and Jerry Rice, it was heavily contested down there by Brian Dawkins and Ty Law. So that one falls to the turf. Jerry Rice, former member of the Birmingham Maulers of the All-Pro League. I used to call it the Revolution Football League. So I call it that. I call it, people know All-Pro 2K8, so I kind of just call it that, but instead he spent 4 years with the Birmingham Maulers. They were trying to get a trade done, was the Maulers. They were trying to either get Joe Montana on the Birmingham team to try to match him up with Jerry Rice, or get a stacked defense where they would get Reggie White and they would send Jerry Rice to Salt Lake City to reunite with Joe Montana, who had been struggling after the first 2 years. That was a bizarre, the Salt Lake City Fury of the All-Pro League. Boy, Joe Montana, he won the first championship and then went to the second championship and lost in overtime. And then after that, the Salt Lake City Fury went on a tailspin and had back-to-back losing records. And we were in the middle of season 5, and they had a 500 record. Andrew Luck is going to decide, oh, he was going to take off, and then at the last minute, he saw Moore peel off, and Luck was going to try to throw it down the field to him, but heads-up play by Hugh Douglas, who came in and got the sack on Andrew Luck. As here came Douglas, and you see right there, Moore, he peeled off, and Luck, you know, he got cursed by the slow throwing animation of Madden and could not get the ball away. So they'll take us down to a 2nd down and 12 at midfield for the Egyptians. Luck finds Henry Ellard. Ellard, who also played in the All-Pro League with Tim Tebow in the Gainesville Clash. Gainesville relocated. They're still up in that area, but now they represent all of North Florida as the North Florida Cheetahs. Taking a page from our old team from NFL 2K5 from our original league. And you can see the results of those original league championships, the SFL, up at our Patreon page, TV Sports 27. But they took that name, the original Orlando Cheetahs. If you guys remember that league from way back, that was my high school days, guys, when that was a thing. But they took that name, staying up in North Florida. But Tebow, I don't know if he made the cut for this league. He played for 5 years and made one conference championship game, but was not able to get to the big dance with the Gainesville Clash. 2nd down and 13. Another good drive for Andrew Luck and the Egyptians. There's Jerry Rice, who has a 1st down, and this is the best that Andrew Luck and the Egyptians have looked offensively all season long. Without a doubt, it has been smooth. These guys moving the ball down the field. Think of where they were, you know, in week 1, and even last time we saw them when they played the Chicago Wolverines. It was not pretty. Luck had to just dump it off short to Ellard, and that one falls to the turf incomplete.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
Man in motion. Lenny Moore in the backfield. That left side of the field is pretty wide open, and Lenny Moore saw it, and he did not quite have the speed or the cut. He was trying to hit that left side. Didn't happen for him, so 3rd down and 9, and the Egyptians, they would hate to have to settle for another field goal. 3rd time driving down the field. They want to get in the end zone 2 out of those 3 times. Andrew Luck wide open. Did he get in bounds? They're going to say out of bounds at the 1, but it's going to be a 1st down. That's Herman Moore. Did he not? He was in the end zone. I guess they're saying the ball did not cross. Let's see if we can look at it on this angle. We need Mike Pereira or something to look into this. We're going to see it here. They're saying the ball did not cross the pylon. I don't know what Dan Marino's looking for. So they're going to say 1st and goal. How about that call from the refs? Butts, 2nd touchdown of the game, no problem for the Memphis Egyptians. Marion Butts, 2 touchdowns. Oh, a little Dragon Ball Z, how about that? A little Kamehameha. And the hometown Cougars trying to figure out what's happening here. Lou Groza. All right, let's see if we can put this another long drive. You saw that drive, lengthy drive. Let's see if we can put this new rule into effect. You got to kick the ball. You can't kick the ball at the back of the end zone. You got to return it. If not, it's going to be a penalty. There you go. We got to have kick returns, right? I'm putting that new rule in place right now. We're making a new rule in the middle of this game. If a kickoff goes into the end zone for a touchback, it's automatically going to be a 15-yard penalty. How's that sound? And then the next possession starts on a 1st and 5. So like a double dose. You got to have the ball in play. Enough of this garbage of the kicks going out of the back of the end zone. So 1st and 10 here. Dan Marino back at it, and he's going to find Joe Horn. That's going to be enough for the 1st down. The Cougars still in this thing, though. It's only a 2-score game. And they can go down and get a touchdown and be in good shape going into the 2nd half here. Marino, a little bit of pressure, but Novacek making that grab. 6 of 7 for Dan Marino. Wonder what it is about this Cougars team, and they seem pretty, Dan Marino's consistent. They got Ray Lewis. They got, like, really big names, but what is it that they can't find a way to get the wins here? Marino rolling out again, and he's going to connect that time. That's Shields getting his 1st catch of the football game. So all Dan Marino on this drive as they're trying to score before the 1st half runs out. Marino will take this one from the gun once again, and quickly will go to Novacek. But even more quicker was Terry Kennard who made that stop. So 3rd down and 6 for Chicago. There's the big Vince Wilfork right there. Marino in the pistol this time, and will drop back. Wide open is Joe Horn for the 1st down. Ken Ellis making the stop, but we hit the 2-minute warning here in Chicago. The Cougars trying to cut into the Egyptian lead here. Marino to throw it again. I think he's thrown the ball on every play. Wow, that was a tight window. And Marino finds Marvin Harrison. So Marino looking solid on this drive. He has yet to throw an interception in the league. We're in week 5. Pressure coming. Marino can't get rid of it. And he is going to be sacked by Teddy Bruschi. He's a guy that's used to winning a bunch of championships. It's been good offensive play here so far, though. Think of what we saw in the last stream. How many sacks we saw on both sides. Good. There's only been 3 so far in this one. As Marino's going to get, I spoke too soon. And there is going to be a sack. Back-to-back sacks. Willie Brown coming in on the corner blitz onto Marino. to make it 3rd and 28 for the Chicago Cougars. Holy smokes. Marino. Pressure coming again. Waiting for someone to get open. Oh my God, that slow throwing animation kills me. J.J. Watt gets the sack. Did you see how slow that windup is? Anyone that's played Madden 22, did they fix that? This is so bad. I call it out in every stream. Look at how slow this throwing animation is. Look at, okay, I throw the ball here. I even think I hit it before then. When I saw J.J. Watt come in, I hit the button, but look how slow this is. Look at this. And this should not be a sack. This should be an incomplete pass. There is no way Dan Marino's arm is moving forward, and that is not an incomplete pass, at the very least. But this windup, oh my God, this big windup, that's brutal. So Chicago's going to get screwed on that one. And they ate 3 sacks, back-to-back-to-back sacks on the play. So Chicago's going to try to pin Memphis here. And it is going to go into the end zone. So we don't have that same rule for punts, only on kickoff. Dean, I'm planning on hopefully around the same time streaming tomorrow. And the plan for right now is to stream WWE 2K22 SmackDown and Main Event, which will be the final show before Money in the Bank. So we'd be one away from Money in the Bank. Andrew Luck going deep. Ellard incomplete. Batted out of bounds by Kyle Fuller. Sorry, bro. Do you know why I'm not coming on your stream? You are on my stream. You've been here. You're one of our biggest fans. Luck dancing around. And, oh, he was ahead of the line of scrimmage. Luck hasn't had much success with the scramble throws here. So penalty going to be called on Andrew Luck.
That's it, baby.
The Egyptians are going to lose it down. And Madden wants us to just give up. That's on 3rd and 14. What the heck? Two desperate teams looking to fix their seasons. That's the name of this stream. Chicago's going to call a timeout, get the ball back with 40 seconds to play and try to make up for what should have been gift wrap points. Instead, they took sack after sack after sack and backed up. Matt Turk on to punt. Bob Hayes on the return, and not much happening there for Bob Hayes.
Let's go, baby.
Where's Paul Bear at? I miss Paul Bear. You're cool too, Dean, but I miss Paul. Where's Paul at? Second down, or 1st and 10 here for Chicago. Dropping back. Look at that. Novacek. He's going to get tackled in bounds is the only issue there. So Chicago's got to take their timeout. But that's big business for the Cougars. Tell your friends, Dean. Tell Paul. Check us out on Patreon. You can request a noon stream on Patreon maybe. How about that? Huh? 1st and 10 for the Cougars, though. They got to be careful not to get tackled in bounds. They may still be able to spike the ball. Oh, my God. Again, another sack. What is happening? The Cougars' offense falling apart. They got to get the ball away. It's going to be a Hail Mary. What a disaster for the Chicago Cougars. The offensive line completely falling apart on the last 2 drives. Oh my God. The Cougars, they could have the lead right now, and instead they go into the locker room trailing because of those last 2 drives were a complete mess. As you see some of the scores of the games we've played so far this week, we'll take a look at the other scores after this, and we'll get you all prepped for week 2. Got to kick the ball inbound. New rule just instituted in the RXFL. Football has to be returned. Oh, look at this, and that's why we want the football to be returned. How about Woods? Robert Woods on that excellent return for the Cougars. If the ball goes into the end zone, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty, which is going to put the ball at the 35, and it will start the next possession on a 1st and 5 as well. So how about that return by Woods? Paul's a great guy. I love Paul. Paul was one of our top streamers, and then he hadn't been back in a while, but you know, might be busy. People got things to do. You know, this is Mother's Day weekend, so I'm gonna be doing my Mother's Day festivities at around 5 o'clock today, right after this. The give to Westbrook, hitting that opening, and the Cougars might finally find themselves in the end zone. There we go. I was trying to look for a running play that didn't involve the shotgun. In the backfield, John Henry Johnson. He had the touchdown earlier. They give it to Johnson, and Johnson's going to be brought down by Teddy Bruschi. So 2nd and goal for the Cougars. This time Brian Westbrook is in the backfield. Marino's going to throw it. Touchdown to Marvin Harrison. And the Cougars right back in this thing, thanks to a great kick return. This is going to be a good one. We've had some blowouts this week in the RXFL. We're going to have a tight contest in this one as both teams, like I said, desperate. 2 desperate teams. Chicago's right back in this thing with a win. They would be 2-3. Memphis, they would be back in it too to go 1-4. As you see, all the winless teams we have in the RXFL as well. All right, we'll see. Got to kick the ball inbounds. Oh, that's going to be close, but it is returnable by Elam. Eric Elam. So Memphis now holding on to just a 3-point lead here. Giving it to Lenny Moore. Big opening for Moore. We've had a couple of nice runs. Again, in the last stream, we had the running back struggle quite a bit, but in this game, the running game has been pretty solid. Both offenses have been solid. The only rough patches have been when the Cougars fell apart on those last couple of drives. They give it to Moore again, and he's going to pick up a nice chunk of yards. Paul is back. Welcome, Paul. Oh, my God. We got Paul here. We got Dean here. Paul, was that you that signed up on Patreon? I don't even know if that was you or not. Andrew Luck, he's going to take this one out of the gun and completes it to Jerry Rice, the great Jerry Rice. And Jerry Rice is injured. Oh, no. That is a big blow for Jerry Rice. Spent his career San Francisco, then Oakland, some time in Seattle, and Denver as Jerry Rice heads out. Also part of the Birmingham Maulers, and now here with the Memphis Egyptians. Glad to have you back, Paul. We missed you, without a doubt. Luck going to take this one from the gun again, and he's going to go deep. Incomplete. He was looking for Fuller, but Ty Law. We got a lot of Patriot Super Bowl winning defenders in this game. We got Will Fork, we got Ty Law, we got Teddy Bruschi out there. So how about it? But Ty Law jarred that one loose. So 2nd down and 10. Blitz is coming. Andrew Luck wide open to Eric Ebron. And an easy 1st down. Andrew Luck having a really nice game. I mean, the numbers don't look pretty. But, it is a shoulder tear for Jerry Rice. So Henry Ellard will step in, and things just get worse for the 0-4 Memphis Egyptian. Ticket sales are going to take a hit. They're not going to be able to. The fans want to see Jerry Rice, and it's going to be intercepted. I think the news came down, and they were in their head. It's Ty Law, and it's going to be a pick 6, and the Chicago Cougars are going to take their first lead of the football game. Oh, my God. Dean Ambrose is my 2nd account. No way. You're 2 different guys. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Well, Andrew Luck had been near perfection. The news came in about Jerry Rice, and I'd have to say Andrew Luck probably got in his head and threw an immediate pick six right there. And the Chicago Cougars, 21-17. No apology needed, my friend. We're glad you're here nonetheless, no matter what alias you're under. This one just stays in bounds to avoid the penalty. And Elam will take it out to the 25. Well, we'll see how Andrew Luck bounces back from throwing that pick six. The Egyptians were cruising here on the road Monday night. Another huge opening for Moore. 87 rushes for Lenny Moore in this one. There's the Cougar defensive line now. They've been eaten up by the Egyptian O-line. And again, Lenny Moore, again. Brian Dawkins, I think that's the first time we've called his name today, coming in there and getting that tackle. Dean, welcome back, Dean. Dean is back now. Dean's here, Paul's here. Where's Moxley at? Lenny Moore, first down. 103 yards for Lenny Moore on the ground today. What's his numbers on the year I'd like to see? I think you're Moxley. I don't think you're Ambrose. Andrew Luck to the ground game to give Moore a little break. Wide open is Fuller. Will Fuller, the fifth. And it's a first down. So Memphis, they're answering back from the pick six just a few moments ago. Now you're Mean Gene? It's a Mean Gene, believe me. Mean Gene Okerlund. Dumping it off to the other Moore. How about the juke? How about the juke by Herman Moore? Lots of lengthy, long drives in this game from the Egyptians. Grinded out like old school. It's almost like a Bill Parcells offense. Just grind it out on the ground, and it is a touchdown. Lenny Moore and the Egyptians right back on top. What a game we're having here. Game of the week so far. And that's why we always say you can't look at the record. A combined 1-9, you assume this would be the worst game of the week on Monday night on prime time. This has been the best game. It's been the closest game. It's been the tightest contest, the cleanest contest. Egyptians 24, Cougars 21. What a fantastic game we're getting to witness. Uh-oh, that kick might be going into the end zone by Groza. We'll have to see. This one, no, it is going to stay in play. We'll see what Woods could do with it. And Woods just makes it to the 24. Where's Mean Gene at? Mean Gene Okerlund. Mean Gene. Woo! Out of the gun. Marino is going to give it to Westbrook. Great blocking there. Westbrook hit one move and was able to get up to the 40. Only 7 carries in this game for Brian Westbrook so far. But 2 of the 3 touchdowns for the Cougars are on the rushing game. The other was the pick six by Ty Law. Westbrook meets Brewski. I am Dean Ambrose. I'm going to be John Moxley then. I'm Moxley. How's that? If you're Ambrose, I'm Moxley. Pressure coming. The animation, I don't know what to do. I see it coming. I literally said pressure's coming. I hit the button, and the guy winds up and takes the sack. Like, there's literally nothing I can do in that situation with this horrific animation. That is one of the features they're touting in Madden 23 is that they're not going to have animation, so we'll see. Marino in the gun, gets that one away quickly. First down. Oh my goodness, how about that move? Holy smokes, Bob Hayes makes the catch, jukes backwards, and gets a whole bunch of yards after catch. Watch this. Whoop! Oh my goodness. Gary Barbaro's going to need some new shoes after that. Herb Adderley was able to chase him down, but this is looking like an arena football game, just going back and forth, scoring here. Marino. Another quick pass. Harrison. Oh, was that a face mask? Teddy Bruschi and Harrison, the rivalry, the Colts-Patriots rivalry coming back here. Marvin Harrison having a nice game for the Chicago Cougars. Both these teams are desperate to get that win. Marino is going to get sacked again. Lawrence Taylor. I kind of forgot he's on this team. Well, he's been quiet. LT. This is the first time we've seen anything out of LT today. So that means, and that's a classic LT tackle right there. So think about this defense. Teddy Bruschi, Lawrence Taylor, Jerry Rice, Vince Wilfork. I know Rice is offense, but J.J. Watt, Big Cat Ernie Ladd is on this team, and they're 0-4. That just tells you the talent level of the RXFL, this Legends League. I forgot that Lawrence Taylor was on the team because he hadn't done anything today. They give it to Westbrook. J.J. Watt is going to come in and get the tackle. So here we go, 3rd and goal. If not, we'll be looking at a tie game, I would assume. TV Sports OP, I am the OP. Yeah, you know me, OPP. Oh, man, nobody is... Oh, Dan Marino, touchdown! Oh, my goodness, Marino just slips it in there to Bob Hayes. Wow. Marino sat in the pocket and waited and gunned it into Bob Hayes, and the Cougars back on top. Andrew Luck getting some words of wisdom from his offensive coordinator before he's about to go back out on the field. What a ball game this has been. This has been one of the best RXFL games so far this season. On Monday night. Dean Ambrose isn't from India. He's from Ohio, isn't he? Ohio versus everything. OVE. Right? One of those guys coming back. OVE. Ohio versus everything. Third quarter is going to wind down here. It's going to be a run, so that should be the final play. And not anything happening there. We had Ray Lewis, Elvis Dumerville in on the action, as well as Jack Reynolds. And that is how quarter number 3 will come to an end here in the RXFL. Quarter 4 is going to be a big one, folks. Dean, Paul, hold on to the edge of your seats. This is going to be a good fourth quarter. I can feel it. Can you feel it? I feel it. Second down and 11 for the Egyptians. Andrew Luck going empty backfield here. Quick pass. Eric Ebron. That looked like a horse collar. No call. I'm actually getting kind of antsy. I was thinking about this today, too, of, our Denver Broncos. We got to come back for Season 12 with that before we go to the new Madden. So we might be getting some Denver Broncos football back soon in due time. And arena football, stay tuned for that, too. That hasn't gone anywhere either. Arena football will be back before you know it. College football as well. The Utah Utes. Out of the gun, draw play to Moore. And that was Ty Law. Ty Law has made a big impact on this game. 3rd down and 4. This is a big play on both sides. Luck. Incomplete. Looking for more. Brian Dawkins knocked it away. Andrew Luck Memphis is going to take a timeout. I think they might be considering going for it here, with not a lot of time left. The Memphis Egyptians are going to go for it. Brian Dawkins, our head coach from our Denver Broncos on Madden 12. You can check that out on Patreon. First down, Egyptians. That was big. John Lynch making the tackle. Yes, Paul, sending the link across. Thank you so much, Paul. Tell them check out Patreon, too. They want to see more content. They want to request streams. They'll get their name read on every stream as a patron, too. That's a big bonus. We read every patron at the beginning of each stream. And we're still running our double Patreon promotion. The triple request for our next patron, you get 3. And if we get 10 before the end of the month of May, we'll get to play My GM mode. WWE 2K22. So check us out on all of that action. Andrew Luck's got him going. Andrew Luck versus Dan Marino. Luck. Ooh, that was dangerous. Ray Lewis got a hand on that one and it fell incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Egyptians. They got to get a touchdown here. Field goal won't do any good. Moore rolling over Lewis, trying to get the first. 3rd and 1. Probably going to be Moore getting it again, I would imagine. What a contest this has been. First down and more. 4 more for the Memphis Egyptians. 131 on the ground for Lenny Moore. Incredible. Nothing happening there, Elvis Dumerville. 2nd and 8. Starting to get rowdy here in Chicago. Paul must be a big Cougars fan. He's not liking this drive. Oh my God, it's intercepted. Out of nowhere, Pat Swilling. Where did he come from? Swilling popped up out of nowhere and took the ball away. What a blunder. As Andrew Luck continues his run of interceptions. Oh my goodness. And now Chicago is a couple of first downs away, but big Vince Wilfork. So I'm going to try to put a stop to that real quickly. Tough line to run across. You got Wilfork, Watt out there. Westbrook. Oh my goodness. How about that by Westbrook? Everybody's gone. Oh man, where'd they go? Where'd everyone go? We got baseball coming up next. We're not going anywhere yet. Marino's going to throw it here. First down. Novacek. Well, for the Egyptians, it's starting to get away from them. Teddy Bruschi coming in and getting the stop on Westbrook. Marino going empty set now. First down, Joe Horn. Memphis might be in danger, dropping to 0-5. And Marino's going to get sacked. Robert Porcher. That's the 8th sack for the Egyptians in this game. Unbelievable.
Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Let's go.
I don't know what happened there as Eric Ebron just kind of stopped in his tracks. So it's 3rd and long now for the Cougars. Big game there between the Tampa Bay Mutiny and the LA Kiss. First down, Cougars, Joe Horn. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. On 3rd and long, Chicago getting hyped. Dan Marino has been about perfect in this game. And he was like that for the past 4 seasons in the All-Pro League. Won the championship last season with Ann Arbor. Led the Annihilators to, look at this, that's going to be the dagger. Touchdown Cougars. He led the Ann Arbor Annihilator to the top record in the league 3 out of 4 years. And finally won it all. Knocking off John Elway and the Oklahoma City Bandits. Well, there you go. Memphis will get one more shot at it. They're down 10. I know, Paul. People don't like the. I think the wrestling stuff is the most popular. Usually, when I stream anything else, we get a couple of guys jumping in, but not big fans of the other sports stuff. But we're glad you're here nonetheless.
Let's go, baby.
So they got 2 minutes. They got 2 timeouts. And we'll see if the Egyptians can pull a miracle out. All they need is a field goal on this drive, and they can try to go for an onside kick on the next go of it. Andrew Luck's going to go way down the field. Incomplete. Second and 10 for the Egyptians. Trying to figure out what they can do to get their first win on this RXFL season. That one thrown into coverage to Eifert, and it's incomplete. Third and 10.
Here we go, D.
Intercepted by John Lynch. And there's your ball game, folks. The Chicago Cougars are going to get their second win of the year, and the Memphis Egyptians will drop to 0-5. Stay tuned, because we're going to look at the final scores from Week 5. We're going to get you all set for Thursday Night Football in Week 6. And then we're going to stop this stream, and we're going to come right back with MLB The Show with the Arizona Diamondbacks. So we got another game coming your way here on this Mother's Day weekend, so stay tuned. There's the give to Westbrook. I mean, at this point, Memphis can try to call timeouts, but it's pretty much a foregone conclusion. Westbrook's going to hit over 100 yards rushing. And it could have been worse. Think about how many points Chicago left out on the field. Think of how the first half ended, and then the drive where they got sacked a bunch of times. But Dan Marino did his finest, looking for his second Pro Football Championship. And stay tuned, as we said. I've got a hankering to try to finish the Season 5 of the All-Pro League, which would be us concluding Week 5. Would be about 7 games, and us playing the entire playoffs with the teams with the winning records. So stay tuned for that. A frustrated Egyptians head coach But the Chicago Cougars are going to take this one today. 229 passing, 3 turnovers. That is what did in Memphis. I mean, the pick 6 didn't help. Obviously, it would have been a 3-point game at that point. Andrew Luck played well, but he started to give it up towards the end. But there you see your Chicago Cougars taking the win. Marino, 86% completion percentage, 297, 2 touchdowns. Westbrook went for 106 yards. Harrison, 65 yards. Bob Hayes went for 48 yards. So let's wrap up week number 5, and let's get ready for baseball. You ready, Paul? We're getting ready for baseball after this. And I got my OBS loaded, so I'm going to try to stream baseball from the OBS here. So we will sim past week 5 since we've officially finished week 5. Then we'll be on to baseball. And we will be on to week 6. Can you believe it? We're getting close to the halfway point, week 8. See if there's been any transactions, because I have it set. I have the whole thing set for the computer to do its own transactions. Let's see if there's been any lately. Only that edit where I put the, I gave John Elway a face. But no, there have not been any other transactions in the league. So there you go. Okay, let's take a look at where we are. We'll look at the results, and we'll look at the standings. So week 5, your scores. The New York Shamrocks defeat the Toronto Huskies in a close one. So good win by the Shamrocks. We had look at that, the Pittsburgh Sting get their first win of the season. They knock off the Brooklyn Beats. That's a Patrick Mahomes team. So the Pittsburgh Sting in a close one there. We had a lot of close games. Look at this. The Lancers, undefeated no more. The Sacramento Redwoods, who we saw them play the Dirty Birds earlier. Boy, another close contest. They get the win. We played this one before. The Monarchs knocking off the Armadillos from the ranks of the unbeaten. The North Florida Cheetahs remain winless, 0-5, as they lose a close one to Mexico City. The San Antonio Marshals also remain winless. Boy, the Dragons from the All-Pro League went to 2 league championships here. The Marshals can't get anything. But look at how tight all these games been. It's been tight contests, not many blowouts other than the ones that we played. So the Dallas Desperados, Brett Favre and company, get the win there. The Chicago Wolverines remain undefeated as they defeat the Tennessee Oilers in another close contest. The Las Vegas Cardinals defeat the Aftershocks 28-23. First big blowout of the simulation here, the Orlando Wizards knocking off the Salt Lake City Elks 31-10. We played this one. Dublin all over the New England Nightmare. How about the LA Kiss? A field goal victory over the Tampa Bay Mutiny 30-28. The Philadelphia Benjamins, they knock off Joe Montana and the Columbus Aviators 27-14. We just played this game, and we had already played that game. So let's look at your standings. Paul, yes, I am planning on playing 2K22 tomorrow if all goes according to plan. So hopefully that will be on the docket. Let's go division by division. Let's start in the North, and it's the London Monarchs at 3-1-1 with the Brooklyn Beats on their tail there. But they've suffered a bunch of losses. A weak division, this American North here, as the Beats, the Bulldogs, and the Sting have all been pretty rough. Pittsburgh, London, and Brooklyn not doing so hot. In the American South, very top-heavy. The Austin Armadillos, 4-1. The Houston Voyagers at 3-2. And then the Tennessee Oilers, 0-4. And the North Florida Cheetahs at 0-5. Not looking too hot themselves. In the American East, the Toronto Huskies and the Dublin Celtic Tigers at 3-2. The Shamrocks at 2-3. And the New England Nightmare at 0-4. And in the American West, out west, Oklahoma City and the LA Kiss, they're at 4-1. And you have the Sacramento Redwoods. So how about the California teams? The Redwoods, the Kiss, and then you got The Elks at 1-4, and of course the Oklahoma City Lancers at 4-1 in the National North. Look at this stacked division. My goodness. The Chicago Wolverines at 5-0, Mexico City Golden Eagles 4-1, and the St. Louis Vikings at 3-1. The Cougars back in the hunt at 2-3. You can see the rankings. I want to start ranking the teams too. I got to remember to do that on the next stream to put the rankings, because I want to go by rankings like college football style. So the game has the Chicago Wolverines ranked number 1 with that tough defense. The Tampa Bay Mutiny in the National South 3-1. The Atlanta Dirty Birds 2-2. The Orlando Wizards at 2-3, and the Egyptians 0-5, ranked 30th. And in the National East, the Dallas Desperados at 4-1. The Philadelphia Benjamins 3-1. The Columbus Aviators 3-1. And the San Antonio Marshals 0-5. That's an interesting division. So you got 2 teams up in the Northeast with Columbus and Philly, and then you got Dallas and San Antonio down. And finally, in the National West, Portland at 4-0. They had a bye week. We had the San Francisco Demons at 2-2. We had the Las Vegas Cardinals at 2-3, and the San Diego Aftershocks at 2-3. So we're going to take a look at the schedule here for next week. For week 4, we always play the Thursday night game, we always play the Monday night game, and we will pick 2 games from the Sunday slate to do. So let's see what games we are guaranteed to see. We are going to see on Thursday night the winless New England Nightmare challenging the Houston Voyagers. So that'll be interesting on Thursday night. Then our Monday night game, the LA Kiss going up against the Atlanta Dirty Birds. So you're going to see Tom Brady in action at home with the Atlanta Dirty Birds going up against Gene Simmons, Paul Stanley's LA Kiss. So the Kiss and the Dirty Birds, the Nightmare and the Voyagers. And we got to pick 2 games from the list here to take a look at. So let's see. What do we want to see? We haven't seen either of these 2 teams yet of the 4 o'clock games. Aviators and Lumberjacks could be really good. Joe Montana versus Russell Wilson. But we also haven't seen the Wizards or the Cardinals play yet. And that's another good game. Dublin and Austin, too. I'm leaning almost towards the Lumberjacks and the Aviators just based on record, but we can also do the Wizards and Cardinals. We'll see. Haven't decided on that one yet, but we could pick any game from this slate here. Benjamins and Wolverines, that could be interesting with the Wolverines being undefeated. The Golden Eagles and the Mutiny, maybe. That's 2 top teams right there. That's a couple of one-loss ball clubs. The Huskies and the Lancers, the Demons and the Shamrocks, the Elks and the Beats. The Oilers, boy, someone might finally get a win there between the Oilers and the Cheetahs. So I think that's what we are going to do. I think we will do the Mutiny and the Golden Eagles for the early game with their good records. I think we'll do the Aviators and the Lumberjacks. And then, of course, the Nightmare and the Voyagers and the Kiss and the Falcons. All right, we're going to stop this stream. We'll be back in just a matter of moments for some MLB The Show coming your way. So stay tuned, and we'll be back. Thank you guys for tuning in to this one.